for the Cardinals, down by 4 late.
And here they go again. Running back, linebacker, one-on-one.
2nd and 1. Brissett looking that direction, but this time it's Wilson. Jump ball, he's got it! Michael Wilson working against Jonathan Edwards, leaping high to make the catch, and the Cardinals are knocking on the door.
I mean, you wonder if you're doing that just to give this all the room that you want, right? You pull the linebacker up, you can see that opens up that whole area on the outside on a little bit of a back shoulder throw. Now, let's watch the chess game on timeouts. At 31-27, you've got to score a touchdown. That's 34-31. You give yourself enough time as the Colts to get back and put yourself in position to get a field goal to tie.
Here's Brissett on 1st down. Over the middle, finds Dortch. Dortch breaks 1 tackle, but he cannot get away from DeForest Buckner. And now a timeout. So timeout used by the Colts. They have 2 timeouts remaining. So they're trying to buy some time for Daniel Jones to try to lead it back, assuming perhaps that Arizona scores a touchdown from the 9-yard line. Cards are 3 for 5 in the red zone, but again, as Daryl mentioned, field goal does you no good. It's touchdown or bust right now. And Jacoby Brissett with 320 yards passing for the Cardinals this afternoon, looking for 9 more and the lead. Second and 7 from the 9. Brissett, late pressure, and it's incomplete. Ended up at the feet of Michael Carter. Kwity Paye had some heat on him. Now 3rd down.
And that's the other wrinkle. You just said 2nd and 7 at the 9. Arizona can get a 1st down without the touchdown. So careful about the ability, to kind of squeeze that touchdown in with no time left on the clock to get that victory.
Last time he was here, Jacoby Brissett was being cheered for. Now they're cheering against him on 3rd down and 7.
Got to have your eyes on 85. Just went in motion.
On 3rd down, Brissett under heat again. Dips and dodges away. Brissett in trouble. Down he goes. Kwity Paye caught up with him back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 4th down and a timeout.
And we saw 85 go in motion. Now he's going to come all the way back across, and he's going to get picked up by everybody. But he's not going to have the opportunity to get open, so Jacoby Brissett has to pull that ball down. Now we always talk about the ability for pass rushers to get there and impact the quarterback. What was great in that situation was the retrace by the pass rush. All these guys putting their foot in the ground, nobody stopping. Here comes Kwity Paye, 51, DeForest Buckner, running the loop all the way around. They know that field was left vulnerable on the offensive right side and had to chase Jacoby Brissett down.
Cards have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get in, it's not the end of the game. But it's 4th down and 7 from the 9. Can get a 1st down at the 2 on 4th down. Brissett looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He wanted McBride, who's begging for a flag. None coming. And a turnover on downs.
This is great defense because I really felt the guy on top. I felt he was going to be matched with McBride. They let him run inside. Here's the guy who picks up Trey McBride on the route. Outstanding inside coverage. Look at that. Is that Chris Lamons, 38? What a great job. And what a really good design with that bunch over there and the release and the way that they switch coverage responsibilities.
If you're sitting in Mesa, Arizona right now, you're pointing at your TV and saying, Chris Lamons had a hold of his jersey. But if you're sitting in West Lafayette, Indiana, you're happy indeed that there's no flag. 1st down and 10. Now Cards have all 3 timeouts left.
180!
Pittman the motion man. Handoff, Taylor. And Taylor down At about the 13, Dalvin Tomlinson on the stop after a 4-yard gain on the play. So a 2nd down and 6. The only path left, barring a turnover, Moose, is that you've got to get stops on 2nd and 3rd down, use your timeouts and get the punt.
Yeah, and then get down and put yourself in position for that touchdown again. It could be a heartbreaking loss for the Arizona Cardinals, the way it's trending right now. But just to see the response from everything that we read, everybody we talked to during the course of the week, get ready for this, how devastating that loss to the Titans was, and how much they have struggled in the 4th quarter to see them play that way against a good team. Indianapolis is a very good team. It's no longer a good story. We talked about that at the top. But this has been a gutsy performance by the Cardinals.
2nd down, Taylor looking for 1st down yardage. He's got it and more. And Taylor to the 29. And the Colts, with 16 more from JT, should be able to salt away a 31-27 win.
Well, where is it going? You know, at this stage of the game, where do you want to go? Let's see if we can get in behind Big 56. I mean, just seals that off from the inside. Great blocking at the 2nd level. And there's a lot of really good pieces in place, right? Jonathan Taylor, to have a guy that you can kill the clock at the end of the game is key. And just a lot of the pieces are in place for this Colts team.
And we welcome those of you who have been watching Dallas and Carolina. The Panthers with the win over the Cowboys. Here, the Cardinals using their final timeout, but it will not make much difference. The Indianapolis Colts about to go to 5-1, but a wild 2nd half here in Indy. Cardinals taking the lead with Trey McBride through the air. Jacoby Brissett filling in for the injured Kyler Murray. He's thrown for over 300 yards, but Darryl Johnston, Indianapolis coming back as they've done all year.
They did a great job, and there was not a stop by a defense until this last stop on the previous possession by the Indianapolis Colts. It was an amazing 2nd half. 2 great friends right there going against each other here today, and Indianapolis is not a feel-good story anymore. This is a really good football team, and Jonathan Gannon, you're 2-4, but your team showed a lot out here today against a very good team.
Jacoby Brissett a little frustrated as the Cardinals fall 31-27, and the Colts now 5-1 on the year. Let's go to Jacksonville, Seattle, and the Jaguars.